Hello there, thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and today I've got the pleasure of showing you the very first Bill Graham concert poster that used a psychedelic design, and the second concert poster only in his long run of numbered Fillmore, Winterland, and so forth concert posters. BG2, this is known as technically, but of course everybody calls it Batman. Take a look at that. Yep, there he is with Robin and so forth, and what a busy poster and what a early historic poster in the San Francisco psychedelic rock scene. Boy, March of 1966, only the second dance concert that Bill had thrown, and the first one was not of a psychedelic design. So, poster artist Wes Wilson is the one who ushered in the psychedelic design for Bill Graham, and he would do 45 of the first 50 Bill Graham Presents concert posters at the Fillmore, and this is the first one that Wes did for Graham. Interestingly, Bill Graham, it's one of the reasons it's such a busy poster is Bill really tripled down on the talent from 1 to 2. For his first weekend he had just the Jefferson Airplane and nobody else on the poster. And for this one, his second dance concert, not only does he have opening acts, he has different ones, different headliners over the 3 nights in a couple of cases, making it for quite a busy poster. 7 acts, actually over 3 nights, are mentioned on the poster. It's rather unusual for Graham to have had a couple of different headliners over a weekend. He did it only once in July and once in September, going forward in 1966, and then he did it for tonight. So obviously when you have one headliner over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night, they can dominate the poster, and it's easier to have, easier to design, I suppose. But on something like this, it has to just be crazy. So Wes Wilson selected the Batman theme for this poster. The Campy television show had just debuted in January, and Wes designed this in February, you can say. And so you've got, just playing up on that camp, there's his rendition of Batman, Robin, and a mynah bird. And just looking at all these details, there's over 150 words on this poster. Holy cats. And as a matter of fact, in Bill Graham's autobiography, published just after his death, Wes Wilson is quoted as saying it had, quote, had like a billion things on it. Bill came down with this incredible list of stuff. End of quote. And to Wes's credit, he got it all in there, that's for sure. It was billed actually as the, you can see the wording on there, Batman Dance and Film Festival. So you had the Mystery Trend, getting to the music, the Mystery Trend headlining on Friday night, and on Saturday and Sunday night, the Quicksilver Messenger Service. And also in on the mix, Big Brother and the Holding Company, pre-Janis Joplin of course, and the Great Society with Grace Slick. So a lot of strong Bay Area music talent on this, making it, collectible for that reason as well as its artwork and everything else. Now it's kind of funny, all 3 characters in the artwork have a say. They have a sentence or so to say. Batman says, "Look, Robin, there's a message on its back," referring to the mynah bird. Robin says, "Batman, could it be a vile trick?" And then the bird itself says, "Robin thinks I'm a trick, but I'm not. I'm just a free bird." And on its back it says, excuse me, "Win a talking mynah bird." So a little play on words there, because if you won it, then it would be a free bird. But the thing that cracks me up is that, as the details explain, all ticket holders are eligible to win, but the drawing is Sunday night and the winner must be present. That's, kind of strict rules. Maybe Graham had a slow Sunday night for his BG1 weekend with the airplane, and he wanted to draw more patrons to Sunday night. But, that means if you went Friday or Saturday to the concert, you had to go back Sunday. But, it was all kind of a moot point because the darn mynah bird actually went deaf, hanging over the stage at that weekend's worth of concerts. So that's a darn shame. So, I'll get in a little bit closer. All this clutter down here talks about, clutter is sometimes a derogatory word. I don't mean it that way. Let's say busy. There's talk about Batman movies and funny books and sweatshirts and everything. And then all the bands are squeezed in around those dates, as you can imagine. Wes Wilson using the same kind of lettering like he did on FD1, the first Family Dog concert poster that he designed exactly a month before this. And the other 3 acts in there that I haven't mentioned, the Family Tree, the Gentleman's Band, and the Skins. And then you've got right there in the center there, interestingly on Batman's bicep, if you will, his muscle there. Just some plain, simple type that tells concertgoers that there's going to be black light present and they should wear fun or fluorescent clothes to really take advantage of it. Then down at the bottom of the poster you've got the ticket locations there in regular type, and it's the exact same locations as BG1, the first poster, had 6 weeks ago. Okay, now the 3 printings of this poster. This is sort of fun for collectors to know. 1 was printed before the show, and 2 were printed after the show, and collectors generally like the first printing, of course, done before the show. So in showing you, showing you, not just telling you the differences, I have to give full credit to Eric King and his beautiful book on Fillmore's and Avalon's and basically all the BG and FD posters, which he put tremendous research in, and especially to this poster. King says in the book that he researched the Batman various printings more than any poster in San Francisco poster rock history. So he really did all the footwork and stuff, and then we can look at the posters and say, oh yeah, I see the difference. The main thing is all 3 posters are on the same kind of paper, and they all measure the same, 14 by 20 inches, just like all the, Bill Graham posters. But, if you, one simple way to cut to the chase is, if your Batman poster has the Union bug logo down there, see that printer's bug down there in the corner, the last thing you see on the margin? If it has that, your poster was printed after the show, and it's the second printing. So that's easy. The first and third printings are harder to distinguish because they don't have that Union bug logo, so which came first, right? Well, one way of boiling down and simplifying that I like to explain is that, just look at the bottom margin of your poster right here, the blank orange, that comes after the 2 lines of ticket locations. If it's about 3/4 of an inch, then you've got a first printing. If it's more tight than that, if it's only 1/4 of an inch, then you have the the third printing done after the show and after the Union bug logo. What King did was he did some really close measurements, and he measured all the printings from the tip of the T in Presents in the upper right hand corner down to the bottom tip of the Y in Berkeley. See that? The bottom tip of the Y in Berkeley. This one is signed by Wes Wilson, so you can ignore that for this purpose. The last thing there is the Y in Berkeley. So if you measure those carefully, and the formula comes out that if the measurement you get comes a little bit under 19 inches, you've got the first printing. And if it comes out a little bit over 19 inches, then you've got the third printing. And we're not talking about, you don't need a micrometer. We're not talking about a hair of difference here or anything. There's like 5/16 of an inch difference in either direction. So that's quite distinguishable. As a matter of fact, let me show you. This is, again, the first printing signed by Wes Wilson. And you can just take a gander there at that margin. See how big that is? And then here is a third printing that looks identical except for the size of that margin. And see how tight the print is down toward the bottom. That's quite a difference. Again, a difference of 1/2 inch. 1/4 inch versus 3/4 of an inch on that gutter down at the bottom. So, that's the way to tell. A lot of people don't care what printing it is. They just want one in good condition that doesn't have, tape marks all over it and everything. And they were all printed pretty close to each other in the 60s. Us fanatical collectors usually aim for first prints, and those are the ones that are the coolest to have. So thanks again to Eric King for all that years of research he did, and for allowing the whole community to know which ones were printed first. So there you have it, the Batman concert poster, Bill Graham's second, and probably the most campy and, funny concert poster ever done in Bill Graham's series, and it happened to be the first one. Oh, I forgot to mention one other thing. This first printing, see it down along the bottom besides the wide margin and Wes Wilson's signature, you have that like gummy stuff, or that scumming. Yeah, that's called scumming. That's because Wes Wilson, besides designing the poster, actually did some printing himself, and his printing press left that scumming on there. But, if everything else measures up and you don't have the scumming, don't panic. It's really the size of the image on the paper is the way to distinguish. So, holy first printing, Batman. That's what Robin says. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed the dissertation here, and it's all fun stuff. So thanks a lot for dropping by, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.